What is up, guys? Today I'm going to talk about a game that I think is a huge scam, and no, I'm not talking about Destiny 2. Funny enough. I'm talking about Elder Scrolls Online, or ESO for short. This game is just a flat-out scam with its overpriced, lackluster DLCs and how they force you to pay for the premium subscription ESO Plus. So, the first thing is that the maps in this game are very empty. They're filled with quests that feel more like fetchy quests and are extremely shallow. Nothing like Skyrim at all. Just really boring and very shallow quests. There are some also world events from Malik Bal, that the main bad guy in the Elder Scrolls vanilla game. He sends down these anchors, and you and a couple other players could kill the enemies and lift the anchors up, whatever, and you get some rewards for that. And then also there's dungeons as well, and the dungeons are not really anything special. They're pretty basic. You're just kind of going around, killing a bunch of things in the dungeon. It's nothing cool, I would even say. It's just like really repetitive. All the dungeons look the same. Really nothing interesting. Now you expect something like this, like for a DLC, of course, not to be priced that high, right? Maybe you would say $10, maybe. No, if you thought that, you're way off. The DLC Elsewhere, which came out, I would say two years ago, around there, costs a whopping $40, which doesn't even include all of Elsewhere. We're gonna get into that in a bit. You only get Northern Elsewhere. Southern Elsewhere is another DLC that is in the microtransaction store, or the Crown Store. Now, the Elsewhere map, as I said before, is very empty. You don't get a whole lot. You get a couple of new dungeons, if that. A dragon fights instead of Malik Bal's anchors. You also unlock the Necromancer class and the Kaiji race too. With all that, it's not even close to being worth $40. Now, if you have ESO Plus, it's free. But hold that thought for a bit. $40 for, I would say, less content than a Destiny DLC. Like, I don't know how people think that's okay, or the people that try to defend this game think that's okay, or even the game devs think it's okay. I mean, this is it's unbelievably overpriced. That's not even funny. As I said, you get dragon fights, right? Oh, the dragon fights, that sounds really cool. Honestly, if I'm being really honest, the dragon fights are extremely glitchy. They do movements like you're basically one hit by the dragon. The dragon swings its tail, you'll be far away from it and you'll still get hit. That type of thing. It's very glitchy, those dragon fights. Not a lot of people even do them. I haven't played the game in a while, so I don't think that people even do the dragon fights anymore. But besides that, the newest DLC, Blackwood, costs even more, which is around $60. Now, I'm not buying this DLC. I don't care if it's for a vid. I am not spending $60 on a DLC. It is ridiculous. And which basically adds a 12-player trial game mode. That's pretty the highlight of the DLC. It's literally nothing else. I mean, as I said, $60 it's abysmal. It's abysmal. It's literally a scam, and it's totally not okay. Now, going away from the DLCs, we have the inventory space, and the inventory space is absolute garbage. You start out with 60 slots. And this seems like a lot, but really isn't, because all of the material and weapons you pick up, you go through 10 slots probably in a second. So you spend a huge majority of the game dropping armor, picking up armor, managing inventory through like 90% of the game. It's a huge pain in the ass. You can, however, extend it by going to like these certain merchants or whatever. That you can increase it by 1 every 24 hours. Great, I know. So yeah, it's a huge pain in the ass, the inventory space, because all the things in the game mashed up together. Now, how do you fix this? How do you have better inventory space, cheaper DLCs, whatever? Well, I'll tell you what. You could spend $14 a month for ESO Plus. That's right. You spend $14 a month for ESO Plus, and you get, a separate inventory space for all of your, materials that you pick up. You get 1,600 crowns, which is a microtransaction store, which are the coins, whatever, the crown store. You get 1,600 of those crowns monthly, and then you get free DLC. So they're basically forcing you to pay for ESO Plus, and it's extremely screwed up. It really is, because if you guys didn't know, this game used to be a subscription-only game, and then they went away from that and went to you could just buy and pay for it. You could just play it for free, as long as you have, your console online subscription or whatnot. Now the Crown Store is another thing I want to talk about. The Crown Store, there is so much content behind here. It's crazy. As I said before, DLCs such as Elsewhere that should include all of it, it's locked in this little store. As I said, Elsewhere, you're only getting Northern Elsewhere. You're not getting all of Elsewhere. For that $40, you're not even getting all of Elsewhere. You're getting the northern part. Southern Elsewhere costs another amount of money as well. To become a vampire, to get a little vampire bite, you need to spend $20 on that. It is ridiculous. In Skyrim, that stuff is free. Getting bit by a vampire is like, finding a tree. It's ridiculous. $20 for like cosmetics, different cosmetics to get like glowing eyes and stuff. That costs around $20 as well. I mean, this stuff, it should be like $5, $10 at most, $5 for standard, but is extremely overpriced. I just don't know how people are okay with this. I really don't. It's a literal money grab. It really is. But I just don't know, guys. I don't know how people are fine with that, even being forced to spend $14 a month, basically being forced. I really think, people should revolt against this or do something about it, because I don't think this is right. I mean, people are being scammed here. When I first started playing this game, I'm like, oh, it's pretty cool. And then as I started getting deeper and deeper in the game, I'm like, well, why is this so much? Wait, I bought this DLC and I don't even have full of it. All of this other things, and it got to the point where I was just done with it. I don't think people really should be giving them their Bethesda their money. It's nothing like Skyrim. If you're going to this game like think it's Skyrim, it's nothing like Skyrim. This game is just basically a normal MMO. And honestly, I've played Neverwinter, Dungeons & Dragons Neverwinter, and that game has more content that is finished, that is actually more fun, and a lot more endgame than Elder Scrolls Online. And that game is free. And all that content is free. Like, it's crazy. It is crazy. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe and hit those post notifications. And make sure you like the video. It'll mean so much to me. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys later. See ya.